What's up, Cardfighters? Ryan here from Vanguard Central, bringing you guys our version of the Dark Irregular Stride deck. Now, it's actually going to be pretty simple, straightforward, just Stride. So let's go ahead and get started with our grade 3s. We got 4 copies of Scharhrot Vampir. Scharhrot's Stride break skill is probably really good because it's during your turn. When your G unit strides, you can counterblast 1, soul charge 2, and then your Vanguard gets a skill. When this unit attacks, if you have more than 6 or more in the soul, your opponent chooses one of his or her Irregulars and retires it. So you get to get the constant soul charging and constant retiring, which is really good. The Generation Break 2 gets plus 10k in a crit if you have 10 or more cards in the soul. So it's pretty good stuff. And then we got 4 copies of Echo of Nemesis. He's our backup boss, just in case you can't get this stride, because his limit break is pretty good. You know, enables a guard restriction without having to pay any cost, so as long as you have 10 cards in the soul, which is actually pretty easy to get in this deck. For our grade 2s, we're running 4 copies of Scharhrot Vampir. Scharhrot is really good for that consistent soul charging off of 1 counterblast, so as long as he's boosted, and you make nice numbers because he gets plus 5 also. And then we have 4 copies of Flirtatious Succubus. What am I saying? So 4 copies of her just for that controlled soul charge, you know, just 1 every time it's called a rearguard or vanguard. Really good stuff. Nice on ride also. And then we got 3 copies of Emblem Master, just for that early game rushes, just so you can get a really fat soul charge for just the cost of 1 counterblast. And for our grade 1s, we got 4 copies of Flagbreaker. We're running the Unflipping Perfect Guards just for a nice unflip wall guarding. 4 copies of our Stride Fodder. And the reason why? Because this is a Stride deck. You want to be striding as much as you can. And the search skill for Scharhrot's really good as well. 3 copies of Killing Dollmaster, just for that early game, you know, bait out, just in case you want to attack with it also. It's really good stuff. And then 3 copies of Dimension Creeper, just for that extra soul charge, because you want to be ramping as fast as you can. And for our trigger lineup, we're going to be running 12 crits, and 4 of them being Dark Knight of Nightmare Land, just so that you can fix columns and have a controlled soul charge, and then 4 heals. And for our starter, we're running Werflitter Ordinaz, if that's how you pronounce it, just for that Generation Break consistent soul charge 2, and himself, so actually soul charge 3, and you get to draw a card if you have 6 or more in the soul. And for our G-Zone, we got 4 copies of Love Tempest, Kiss Kill Lyra, or Kill a Kill, however you guys like to say it, just for an extra soul charge for no cost. You get to on-hit Vanguard, soul charge 2, and if you have 6 or more in the soul, you can draw a card. And then of course 4 copies of our boss, Abominable One, Gilles de Rais. Gilles de Rais is probably the best stride for Dark Irregulars, or maybe one in general, just because it's really consistent with the deck. And as long as you have 15 cards or more in the soul, you get a whole bunch of effects. So basically, as simple as you get plus 10,000, and you get a guard skill where your opponent can't guard with 1s or higher when he attacks, and if you have 2 face up in the G zone, he gains an extra critical. So that's pretty much it on the deck profile, guys. Let us know what you guys think down below. Like our videos, comment, and if you have any questions, guys, and subscribe if you guys want to see some more. Vanguard Central, out.